thought I told you niggas once before.
What?
King Leo is the greatest, he gon' fucking soar.
Yeah.
And when one door closes, I'ma open more. I'm like Jordan on a beat when I'm ready to score.
Rap ninja, interested in getting fast figures. A fact spitter with lyrics.
Alright guys, we must get into the Casanova situation, because what's happening to him is not justice. Let me break it down for you. Let me take you back to the actual incident that got him locked up where he's at right now. During this incident, his homeboy shot one or two people. You can go and do the research on how many people got shot. At the end of the day, the people or the person who got shot was threatening him, okay, as if they had some kind of beef with him or as if they were jealous of him. But at the end of the day, they made a threat to his life. Okay, they made a threat to his physical being. And then his close friend, Casanova's close friend, aka his shooter, let off shots. Okay. How in God's name can you criminalize someone who didn't even pull the trigger? He didn't even tell his homeboy to pull the trigger. He didn't, guys. He didn't tell him to pull the trigger or nothing. But his homeboy was ready. He was ready, and in my humble opinion, he did what he was supposed to do. Okay? Now, we already know how the so-called justice system works. In the prison system, they're one entity. The justice system and the prison system is one entity, and this one entity gets aroused by putting black men in prison. This is why they will do anything in their power to give as many black men as possible the longest sentences for the smallest crimes or the most ridiculous crimes. Okay, this is considered a ridiculous crime because it was self-defense. At the end of the day, this was a self-defense move, and the person y'all got locked up for all these years is not even the one who pulled the trigger. But this goes to show you how serious America is to lock up the black man. You see, guys, what you have to understand is, if the roles were reversed and a bunch of white men were getting put in prison, there would be a lot of laws being changed within the prisons, okay? Better guards and safer prisons overall. That's what would happen. But because the same ones doing the judging, okay, are the ones committing crimes, this is the reason why white people in general, this is why they get away with so much. It's because they're the rule makers and the rule breakers. How is the one penalizing you gonna penalize himself or penalize his brother or penalize someone that looks like him? It becomes very hard to do at that point. Okay, this is why the justice system is so twisted, because it's very biased. It's very, very biased, very one-sided. Okay, what I've noticed when I look at certain cases, when I look at a lot of cases actually, the judge is usually making up an excuse for the white man or the white person to not do any prison time for serious crimes. Fraud, assault, battery, even violations, physical violations when you take someone's, innocence. These judges are always finding a way to make sure that these monsters, okay, the monsters that look like them, the Caucasian monsters, don't spend any time in prison for their heinous crimes. You know, I have too many stories for y'all guys. I have too many stories for you guys. Like, I mean, I could go down a list. You know, recently I spoke to a guy, white dude. You know, he's cool, but he has a neighbor, and he doesn't talk to this neighbor anymore because this neighbor is a monster, and he got away with taking the life of his autistic daughter. Okay, he strangled, he suffocated her. Okay, he suffocated her, and he violated her as well. And he ended up having to register as a offender, okay, for 5 years. And that's it. After that 5 years was up, they took it off his record as if he never did anything. Of course he's a white man. I don't have to answer that. I don't have to answer that question if any of y'all had that question. Of course he's a white man. They are the rule makers and the rule breakers. It amazes me how often they get away with serious, heinous, violent crimes. You know, then you got another story where there was a white guy who I guess he had a crush on this woman, or he just really liked how she looked. He knocked her down and basically masturbated onto her as she was knocked out. Okay, he goes to the courts. The judge makes up a reason of why he shouldn't go to prison. Well, you know, it seems like, you know, you had a tough upbringing. You know, I understand that you had a tough upbringing and your dad wasn't there. You know, this is the type of stuff that they say whenever it comes down to their people. When it comes down to white people, it doesn't matter what kind of crime they committed. They're always playing the card of, oh, he was violated when he was young. You know, his father wasn't in his life. His teacher bullied him when he was a child. They always use these excuses for these monsters. And guess what? What they're saying about these monsters is probably true. They probably really did get bullied. But why don't y'all use the same excuses for the black prisoners that y'all throwing there like trash? Why don't y'all use, oh, he didn't have a father growing up. This one didn't have a father growing up either. This one was misled too. He was misled too. You know, fatherlessness in the black community is acceptable. It's extremely normal. As a matter of fact, at this point in history, if you talk about fatherlessness in the black household, you'll be considered an outcast for even talking about it. Okay, this is how they have conditioned us. They have conditioned us to believe that it's normal for a black woman to raise children by herself. I can't believe y'all fell for this crap, bro. I can't believe y'all fell for this. Y'all really took the bait and y'all really fell for this. You know, what else are you going to fall for? That's my big question to you. You know, but like I said, they never play the card of, oh, you know, Jamel was violated when he was 5 years old, and you know his dad did it to him or his uncle did it to him, and now, you know, he has trust issues, and you know that's why he decided to go to the streets and, you know, hang with the homies, and he got involved with the wrong crowd because there were no positive male figures around him, so he got caught up, Your Honor. You know, whether it's the judge or the actual lawyer, you know, that's supposed to stick up for these black men, for some reason, it usually never works out in the black man's favor. It never does. And like I said, look, let's get back to the Casanova thing, because didn't Casanova have money? Did he have a good lawyer? You know, did he invest any money into a lawyer with all that money he was making? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how well he was managing his money, but I'm gonna keep it real with you, y'all. I'm just gonna make the assumption that he did not invest into a good lawyer, because a case like this, he shouldn't even be locked up. He shouldn't even be locked up because he didn't do anything. He was with someone who stood up for him and did a crime on his behalf, but he didn't even tell this person to do that. Why is Casanova facing this much time? And guess what, y'all? Casanova's not my favorite rapper. I don't even like his music. I don't like where he come from. Like I don't like his life story. I don't like the kind of person he used to be. But right is right and wrong is wrong. And I'm speaking up because it's wrong how they're doing him. They're saying that he's facing a potential 60 years for this, y'all. 60 years for his homeboy defending him because someone came up to him basically threatening his life. If you're from the streets, you know what it's like when somebody's threatening your life, and you're not supposed to take it lightly. When you're from the streets, it's do or die. Period, point blank. I don't care what you talking about. If you're a lawyer, I don't care what you talking about. If you ain't from the ghetto, I don't care what you talking about. When you grow up in these streets and somebody make a threat on your life, it's game time, baby. It's game time, and it's no holds barred at that point. Okay, because it's either you or them. It's either you or them. That's how the streets go. That's how it go in the streets. It's either you or them. You don't take threats lightly. You don't giggle at a threat. You could probably do that in a white neighborhood. You could probably do that with your little white friends. But when it comes down to the hood and it comes down to black people in general, you don't take that lightly, because history has shown us over and over again. As a black person, if you allow someone to get away with disrespecting you, they're gonna keep pushing. They're gonna keep trying you until they do something to you. It doesn't stop at, oh, I was talking shit about him and he didn't do nothing. It doesn't stop there. It goes from that, then it goes to them possibly like damaging your car, and then it goes to threats online, and then it goes to them trying to rob you or something worse. This is how it works, guys. This is a normal thing. If you're not from the streets, this is how it freaking works. Okay, this is street politics. I'm giving you street politics. I'm from the freaking streets. I know how it goes. I know the ropes. Okay. Anyway, like I said, I don't agree with what's going on with Casanova. They doing him dirty, and then the fact that he got cut in the face. He got gouged. He got gouged in his face. Man, that's bad, man. That's bad, man. That's bad. So you got put in this hole. Okay, you got put in this hole for no good reason, and now you're getting physically assaulted, and now he gonna need stitches, and now he gonna look different, and man, this is bad, y'all. This is bad. Like, and white people, they just look at this like, why are you making such a big deal out of this? I mean, it's just another black guy. I mean, no. It's just another black criminal. Why are you so concerned with criminals, sir? See, that's how white people think, because they can't think past what the heck they were told growing up. Blacks are gorillas. Blacks are criminals. Blacks are violators. Blacks are thieves. That's just what they do, and when they go to prison, they deserve it. See, that's the the typical rigmarole. That's just how Caucasian people think, a lot of them. It's a very ignorant thought process. Anyway, y'all need to check yourself. With that being said, guys, thank you for watching this video. Tell me your thoughts. Leave a like. Put your comments in the description. Check out the merch, y'all. Check out the merch. Go get you some merch. Stop playing. Y'all already know what it is. All right, deuces.
I come from a place that's real scary. Big guns, like military, real shit. No fairy tale. I possess a shit ton of knowledge. I'm like the holy grail. I was born with high perseverance so that I never fail. They tried to label me crazy and so I hid the pain. Tell 'em. Big pharma selling alternate cocaine.